After the Washington Commanders lost in kind of an embarrassing fashion to the Chicago Bears on Thursday Night Football, there is a little bit of something up in the air I like to call, or maybe a little bit of hot seat for Ron Rivera. I don't know, but let's face it. There is something going on in Washington right now, and I don't know if Ron Rivera is going to be the head coach next year. I just don't. But at this current moment in time, the Las Vegas Raiders and what that means for us is how can we make something happen for Chase Young? Basically, it's a really long way of me saying that the Raiders need to trade for Chase Young because he is an absolute stud. And as we mentioned earlier in the day, the Raiders are looking to potentially trade for a defensive end. And I think if you're going to trade for a guy and swing for the fences, I think that if you want to get somebody that is worthy of being opposite of Max Crosby, it's got to be Chase Young. So we got to go back over. So, yes, this is his 4 years with the Commanders. They did not pick up his fifth-year option before the season, by the way. 7.5 sacks in his rookie year, but, tore his ACL over the last couple of years. It's been a little bit of a rough road coming back, and he's also had some other minor ailments. But overall, through 4 games this year, he's got 3 sacks, an 82.7 PFF pass rushing grade. He's absolutely getting it done. This is not a problem for him. So, like I said, 11 total tackles right now, 27 pressures, 5 quarterback hits, 18 quarterback hurries, and overall he's playing pretty solid. 72 overall is his grade according to PFF. And yes, is he amazing against the run? No, he's not. Maybe that's where you would put in Tyree Wilson more in those situations, but right now, Chase Young is one of the young and up-and-coming edge rushers in the NFL. And if he can stay healthy, it makes a lot of sense for the Raiders to make a move for him. And as we discussed in the other video, I think you're looking at least a second-round pick for him because, the fact that they didn't pick up his 5th-year option, it kind of puts the Commanders in a hole that they could legitimately move on for this guy from Chase Young being a former top 5 pick. And you might not get anything for him. So I think that the Raiders, they've got a little bit of leeway here. After this season, obviously with Josh McDaniels and everybody kind of up in a hurry right now, there could be something that happens where you could see Chase Young maybe get really paid in free agency, or you could go get him now and really establish him with your team, establish that rapport with the rest of this defense, really improve your defensive line, by the way. And also, can you imagine the games you could play with Chase Young and Tyree Wilson on the inside and the outside, the twists, the stunts? It would be beautiful. So I think that the Raiders are in a position where you've got a very talented player for the Commanders that could do your defensive line a lot of good. You've got a talented player in Tyree Wilson that needs coaching. He needs some help. That's just the reality of the situation. And you've got this defense that needs another leader on the D-line. And I think Chase Young would fill all these holes and do a lot of great things for the Raiders defense. But hey, let us know what you guys think about the fact that the Raiders need to trade for Chase Young. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about the Raiders needing to trade for Washington Commanders defensive end / outside linebacker Chase Young.